Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Teeper, President of Collaborative Apps and Platforms at Microsoft. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the latest SharePoint news. And a special thank you to our customers, partners, and MVPs for your trust and feedback that has helped us evolve SharePoint as the leading content cloud solution, which is more important than ever in the AI era. With over 2 million sites and 2 billion files created each and every day, SharePoint is the largest and most flexible content platform. It powers a wide range of Microsoft customer and partner applications, including our latest innovations in Teams, OneDrive, Copilot, and much more. With simple and powerful tools, workflow, security, platform capabilities, AI, and more, SharePoint is the foundation for work. Whether you're fostering collaboration, automating processes, developing applications, or informing employees, SharePoint has you covered. We launched SharePoint in 2001 with a unique point of view to blend Office and the intranet, spanning the smallest team to the largest portal. Our next step was transforming into an elastic cloud service to bring best-in-class capabilities to every organization with new value every month. And now content management is fueling AI innovation to help everyone get more work done and to help every person grow. We're driven to make SharePoint both the best platform for managing content for AI and the best application for using AI to help every person in an organization. And we're doing that through Microsoft 365 Copilot and Agents. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your personal assistant that is grounded from the content you have access to in SharePoint, making Copilot helpful and secure across Microsoft 365. At Microsoft Ignite, we announced the general availability of SharePoint Agents, tailored assistants for key content sets, HR, finance, R&D, and more. So just as SharePoint transformed intranet creation, we're doing the same with agents, making it easy and secure for everyone to create and share in seconds, enabling your organization to unlock its knowledge and embrace AI innovation. So as we've always said, SharePoint is both a platform and an application. And today, I am incredibly excited about the next step for the SharePoint app, powered by AI. We're making creating an intranet simple and fast with our latest experience, making it easier than ever to create engaging and useful solutions with SharePoint. With dozens of new authoring capabilities like a brand center and flexible layouts and design ideas and co-authoring and Copilot throughout the experience, the last few months have represented the biggest update in the SharePoint user experience yet. So we have an exciting showcase to show what's possible. So get ready to skill up your SharePoint IQ and discover how to bring concepts to creation and drive impact in your organization. SharePoint's moving and growing faster than ever before, and I'm truly excited for all of you to be part of this journey with us. Thank you.
Once you go, you just can't stop. I go all the way straight to the
Wow, I hope that video got you as energized and as excited as I am. Let's now take a look at how SharePoint agents are harnessing your data to revolutionize the way you work. And to share more about that, I'd like to bring up CJ, our product lead for SharePoint Agents.
AMI are a UK-based organisation. We operate in safety critical industry. We design, maintain, operate and build assets for the UK infrastructure. We must touch probably 75% of everybody's life in the UK every day.
Access to safety information is critical to us, especially in the front line. Making sure that our people go home safely every day is our top priority.
We are data rich as an organisation.
Accessing that information in a timely manner is difficult.
Historically, that would have been a case of somebody stopping the work that they were doing, finding the folder that sits under the seat in their truck, looking through that folder, finding the right section, looking through the section, finding the right line.
A lot of our frontline staff don't have access to a laptop, don't have access to a computer, but they do have access to a phone. So now they're able to have an agent sitting in their pocket accessing our safety information. They can access the information that they want, where they want it, how they want it, to be safer and more efficient where they're working. How amazing is it to be able to give our frontline workers the information they're looking for at the click of a button?
Having all of that information digitized and available to you in a device where you can ask a question completely takes that challenge away.
It's completely transformative for them to be able to have a chat with that data to find the answer that they need. And not only that, they're able to do it in any language, even though the underlying documentation still remains in English.
Technology can be in all the places that our supervisors often can't. That means that they can troubleshoot some of their issues right there and then, and it can allow them to work safer or more efficiently.
And ultimately, we can get people home safe and well every single day of the week.
100% agents in SharePoint is making my job safer.
Thanks, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I'm CJ Tan, and I lead the SharePoint Agents product. It's great to hear from Amy, and as you can see, we're putting the power of agents into the hands of those who drive growth and innovation in your organization. And now that SharePoint agents are available worldwide, all you need to start using agents is your content and an idea of how this agent will help you and your team. Whether you use this agent one-on-one to access expertise to improve your ideas, or you add it into teams as a collaborator, you're unlocking insights and actions to make better business decisions and drive real results. Now let's have a closer look at how SharePoint agents can have an impact on your business outcomes. SharePoint agents can streamline learning and information consumption, a very common scenario for people who are joining a new team, project, or company. Because every SharePoint site automatically gets an agent grounded in the site content, you have an agent that can help with onboarding right away, without any work. As long as you've granted your target audience access to the site, they will have access to this agent. And as the site owner, you can approve the list of agents that a user will see at the top of their agent picker list every time they come to your site. Now, this site's most relevant agents are just one click away, and your audience is free to ask lots of questions that they might not be willing to interrupt someone else with. SharePoint agents can help a sales organization improve their sales conversion rate by providing access to past proposals to build on the experience of others. Now, here's a folder of completed projects. Because I have read, create, and edit permissions to this document library and folder, all I have to do is select the folder and tap Create an Agent. I get this confirmation, and I can open the agent. It's ready to use. And this response that you see here is based only on the content that I have permissions to. Creation is reduced to just a couple clicks because the agent is instructed to respond with the selected resources and follow all the permissions and governance of the site. It's grounded in the content by reference, which means that any changes inside the folder, like the addition of new files, updates to existing documents, these will all be used by the agent in its next response. And the agent is always working with the latest information. So from here, I'm just going to copy this response and add it to my proposal and start to tweak it as I write the rest of the proposal. But wouldn't this agent be better if it learned from these past projects to draft a proposal using new requirements? Let me show you how to edit this agent so we can do just that. Now, the agent is already grounded in the completed project plans. And the majority of the configurations for this agent will ensure that the identity is clear about its purpose and its intended use. The instructions, however, are where I can express how this agent should behave. This agent is directed to help draft a proposal using the completed project documents for its knowledge and producing an output in a specific format. Now, when I save and close the builder, you can see the agent is a file in the document library saved right next to that folder, and it's been updated with that agent name. Now, because this is a file, it has all the properties and conveniences of a file. To create, edit, and delete an agent, you're going to need create, edit, and delete permissions. You can search for the agent by name. There's version history, file statistics, and the majority of the options in the overflow menu that make sense, like copy, move, and download. And when you click on this file as a search result, here in the document library, maybe from a sharing link, or when it's synced to your desktop through OneDrive, it opens in this viewer, so you can use it right away to prepare a new proposal using a file containing the requirements. This time, instead of copying some text to add into my proposal, I can copy this response directly into a Word document and use it as the first draft for that proposal. Now, imagine that this agent is a member of your team, always ready to bring knowledge and draft proposals for you. I want to use it in places where I'm working with my team. Like here in Teams, I'm going to add this agent into a Teams chat where we're working on proposals. I address the agent in the same way that I would a member of the team with an @ gesture, and again, the agent will use my permissions to craft a response. If everyone in the chat has permissions to see the sources on which this response is based, the agent just answers in the flow of this conversation. However, if anyone in the chat does not have permissions to the sources, the asker, me in this case, is given control of what information is shared. So this dialog shows me the response from the agent, lists the files that someone in the chat doesn't have access to, shares the sensitivity label, and gives me control of whether to send the response. Now, when I choose to send the response, the access permissions of the underlying files do not change. The recipients in the chat see the response with a message indicating that I reviewed and shared it with them. Now, interacting with the agent continues to protect from oversharing and doesn't create any new processes for how the source content is shared. Onboarding and learning from past experiences like I've shown you are just two business scenarios where agents can improve how you work. But any scenario where an agent grounded in SharePoint content can be used to fact check, research, summarize, analyze, or generate recommendations can have a positive impact on business outcomes. Combined with how easy it is to create, share, and secure SharePoint agents means that this collaborative AI is really accessible to everyone. Next, let's hear from our customer Takeda on their thoughts on SharePoint agents and how they use SharePoint throughout their intranet.
Takeda is Takeda's intranet for over 70,000 colleagues across the world. There's not one of our colleagues who aren't impacted by SharePoint. The improvements to the editing experience will allow them to focus more on the message. I believe what will most enhance their work are the new SharePoint agents. The combination of our already existing knowledge base in Pages and in Documents will be easily accessed via these agents and create an increased engagement and interactivity.
It's truly amazing to see the potential that SharePoint agents will have across organizations around the world, and I'm excited for all of you to try them yourselves today. Now let's dive into the newest capabilities that will allow you to create some of the most beautiful and engaging SharePoint sites and pages. And for that, I'd like to hand it off to Melissa, our lead for SharePoint sites and pages.
Thanks, Jeff. Hey everyone, I'm Melissa Torres, the product leader for SharePoint sites and pages. As Jeff said, SharePoint is the foundation for work in the enterprise, allowing you to both build beautiful, engaging content and automate critical business workflows. Today, I'm excited to share some great innovation we are bringing to both these areas. It's a huge responsibility to empower so many creators, which is why about 18 months ago, we embarked on an overhaul of the SharePoint site user experience. We are on a mission to simplify the authoring experience, Enable the creation of compelling content with the best looks on the web in your site to increase knowledge and engagement. We've added dozens of new features to the authoring experience over the last few months, along with a brand new UX that really ties together the biggest set of improvements we've brought to SharePoint in the history of the product. Let's take a look at how we bring together Copilot and the new AI-powered design ideas to make it super simple to create beautiful pages from scratch. Our new Create with Copilot experience gives you a range of templates to choose from, or you can start from the prompt as well. I can choose from the templates, make some modifications to the pre-generated prompt to ensure I get the sections of the page that I want. We hear this a lot from customers. They have existing content and they need help making it look great in SharePoint. You can easily give Copilot existing documents to work with. And just like that, get a visually stunning, professional-looking, and fully populated page. But what if I want to make some more tweaks? I can leverage the Editor Copilot to adjust the tone and the length of the page. It's not only about reducing time to value, but building beautiful and compelling sites and pages. Next, Section Design Ideas takes your very own content and gives you more options for interesting ways to display it. Don't know how to get started? Design Ideas can also help you get started from an entirely blank section as well, in case you prefer to pick a layout and work your content into it. Finally, we can even take plain blocks of text and get suggestions for how to make them more engaging. Now, content in SharePoint can look good, but I have something in mind that's not possible today because we only support 1 to 3 columns. We're giving you flexibility in our canvas by introducing flexible sections, which gives you access to all 12 columns on the canvas, where you can freely move elements around and resize them as you need. This will unlock a ton of possibility. If you need inspiration for what you'll be able to build, Section Templates has been updated with a brand new set of flexible section-inspired designs that you can take and customize to make your own. I can't wait to see what you are all able to build with it. There are many more other features we've added, from new web parts like editorial cards to updating existing web parts like Hero with entirely new layouts. For those who want to use fonts and colors, we introduced Brand Center with custom font support, and soon we'll be releasing theming updates that allow more colors than ever before. To see these and more additional capabilities in action, check out the in-depth video for a walkthrough, and to learn more how you can leverage them for your organization. Here is a look at how we are using these capabilities on our very own intranet here within Microsoft. National Australia Bank is a leading financial services company that provides banking services to individuals and businesses in Australia, New Zealand, and other countries. Here are some examples of their web pages using the latest SharePoint features and design tools. SharePoint is not just about creating beautiful, engaging content. With over 2 billion files added to SharePoint each day, and over 2 billion flows interacting with that content each week, SharePoint is the most powerful platform to deliver your business process solutions and orchestrate critical workflows. Today, we're showcasing new AI-driven capabilities, which you can use to supercharge end-to-end workflows for your content. Let's start with autofill, which enriches your content by using LLM prompts to extract and generate structured metadata. What used to take hours to do manually can be automated in just minutes. Let's see it in action. The product summary column provides a quick overview of each document content using autofill. It generates a brief 2-sentence summary for each file and updates automatically when new files are uploaded. This showcases the convenience and efficiency of autofill in action. And we're working on making it even better. Here is a sneak peek on what's coming next. A new entry point for managing custom columns that shows you what columns are set up with the autofill feature. assistance with setting up multiple columns simultaneously, and even cooler, suggesting new metadata to extract or generate. Column suggestions and prompts are made using the existing library contents. The prompts can then be edited and tested against multiple library files. Autofill is one of my favorite new features and saves a ton of time in creating, cleaning up, and organizing metadata, which you can then take and use to build new views, filters, and even business processes, specifically automations. You'll also notice the approval status column, which is our new lightweight integration with both Teams Approvals app and the underlying Power Platform Approvals service. Available now in any of your lists, soon we're bringing that same easy enable experience to your document libraries. Without ever leaving SharePoint, I can select the item I want to send out for approval, add the approvers, add details on my request, and submit. You can then easily view and approve submitted items right from SharePoint. If you prefer working in Teams, no problem. You can handle the same requests using the Teams Approvals app. You can also set up a flow in SharePoint that automatically posts updates to Teams. This includes the product summary generated by autofill and custom actions linking back to SharePoint. And beyond autofill, we also have features like OCR and document translations that help improve AI understanding of your files and content. You can learn more about these in the in-depth demo bench video on automation. These are great examples of how you can bring together the building blocks of SharePoint to tailor solutions to optimize your business workflows and drive outcomes. I couldn't be more excited for all of these great features that have come to SharePoint over the last few years. These tools will really bring your ideas and creativity to life and allow you to collaborate and work more efficiently than ever before. Now let's hear from Avanade and how they're leveraging the latest innovations to redesign their SharePoint sites.
Avanade specializes in digital and cloud services, business solutions, and design-led experiences leveraging Microsoft technology. The new SharePoint innovations have significantly empowered our organization by enhancing Avanade Digital Hub and intranet services. Leveraging several SharePoint innovations such as the design ideas, sections, section backgrounds, and advanced image editing, and the page toolbox. SharePoint is an incredibly versatile platform that enables organizations to create, manage, and share content seamlessly.
Wow, what an incredible journey. Today, we've explored how SharePoint has evolved from a traditional intranet to the world's largest and most flexible AI content management platform. Our team highlighted the power of AI integration in SharePoint with Microsoft 365 Copilot and SharePoint Agents, truly harnessing your content to help you work and collaborate more efficiently, leading to new ways to innovate in your organizations. We then saw the many improvements we've introduced to make your experience easier than ever to create beautiful, engaging, informative sites and pages, driving impact across your business and putting you at the center of creativity. But there's more. We're hosting a hackathon over the coming weeks where all the features demonstrated today and more will be available for use, so stay tuned for more details on that. And be sure to check out our in-depth videos packed with valuable insights, deep diving into the topics covered today, and much more. And I personally invite you to join us this May in Las Vegas for this year's Microsoft 365 conference, where you'll learn and discover more incredible news coming to SharePoint, Teams, Copilot, and all of Microsoft 365. So let's continue to innovate and make the most of SharePoint together. Thank you so much for joining us today to celebrate this incredible moment in the SharePoint experience.